Welcome aboard Friday's market wrap up here. Top Gun Options, Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. I wanted to wait until President Trump finished his press conference on the whole tariff and the Supreme Court ruling. But folks, let's start with, man, hang this in the Louvre. Look at that, man. What a great hockey game yesterday afternoon. United States women beat Canada. Isn't it weird? It's men's hockey and women's hockey. Ain't no dudes dressed like women out there skating in the Olympics. But great job, ladies. America is very, very proud of you. Today, the men take on Slovakia. Canada just beat Finland. Another great game, man. If you're not into hockey, at least watch it in the Olympics because there's some great stuff going on. We have a lot to cover. What a week. What a crazy week, man. Bearish double vertical, we closed for nice profit. Put on bullish double vertical. We got Raytheon, we got long volatility, got another trudge on for war. Man, a lot going on. Check this out this morning. Men lie, trades don't. Where's my 100 trade alerts? I can't remember. I mean, this is just awesome. I fired a bull put spread for $1.25. In a minute, by the time I closed it and got filled, it was 2 minutes. I made 85%, $1,700 in 2 minutes, man. You know, God takes care of fools, drunks, and sailors. What happened? I didn't know this was going to happen. Look at that. That's exactly where, this was a good looking bull put spread anyway. 68, 50, we opened, we hit it, and we started climbing a little bit here. I said, time for a bull put sniper shot. I swear, I just showed you. Hand to God, man. I got filled, looked over at my other screen. The biggest green candle I've seen in like years. And I'm like, what the? It didn't matter what the. I was up $1,800. I got out of the thing as quick as I could. I don't even know if the alert had time to get to everybody or not. But man, and then, you know what? It doesn't matter. If you stayed in that bull put spread that I sent out, you made the max profit. I think it was $2,000. As I placed that trade, if you stayed in it the rest of the day, you made $2,000. You made 300 more than I did. So folks, this is what we do here at Top. $2,000. Now I have some incredible news that's coming for members next week, and then for all the masses the week after that. We are launching a brand new service here at Top Gun Options, and that single S&P 500 trade, if you did it as I blasted it out today, paid for the entire year of this brand new service. Isn't that awesome? Boom. Look at that. That was fantastic. We're having a blast here, folks. So if you want to join the most elite trading squadron in our Top Gun Options Air Wing, we're going to have a brief next Wednesday night before I head up to Ole Miss with my bride and my daughter for a new student orientation next weekend. So Wednesday night at 7 p.m. This is your last chance to join our Max Afterburner Lifetime group before we raise the price. We are launching a brand new service called Solo AI. Amazon going away. Why? It's wrapped up into this. It's one of the Death Stars in our new Solo AI service. But folks, there's a lot more that we have to talk about. I already sent out my, 20-page hedge fund proprietary report on the names we're going to be targeting in this service, from energy to, the chips to nuke power and stuff like that. Man, I'm so excited for this. Go.topgunoptions.com/MAB, Max Afterburner. Now, this was going to be just for current TGO members who are like, man, now I am going to lock in lifetime. I've been thinking about it, but they're raising the price. If you're in the public and you've been thinking about joining TGO, if you wait, you're going to be paying the new investment, $17.5 right now. And did I write that down? Yeah, we did. 5. I'm only taking 5. And Debbie is taking one of those slots, so I'm not taking 5. So we have 4 of these left. We're only going to do 4 lifetime memberships at the old rate of 15. We're jacking it up $2,500 in a week. So here's what I'm also going to do, because the No Fallen Heroes Foundation is on fumes. Even though we're crushing it in the market and TGO members are crushing it, most Americans are not, folks. It's a very tough environment. We will allow you to donate your entire investment in the Max Afterburner Lifetime Program to one of the nonprofits. $15,000, folks, you will provide grants for six veterans, first responders, and family members. So not only do you get access to our most elite service here at Top Gun Options before the price increase, you're going to put the ladder down to save and change lives. And not that you're doing it for this, you obviously get a very, very nice tax donation. No Fallen Heroes Foundation is 501c3. Sacred Warrior Fellowship is a 508c1a. Go.topgunoptions.com/MAB. If you're even thinking about either joining Top Gun Options or the Lifetime, come to this brief next Wednesday night. Okay. Let's just ripple through Iran first. I was in a Strike Fighter Squadron 201. The Hunters, we got mobilized for Operation Iraqi Freedom. The first time since the Korean War, a Navy Reserve Fighter Squadron got mobilized for combat in 2003 on the Roosevelt. I didn't make the cruise. We had too many dudes in our squadron. We had like 20. Most F-18 squadrons have 15 to 16 pilots, so there wasn't enough room for all of us on the boat. And look at me, I was one of the junior guys, if you can't believe that. They're like, we're going to rotate, some of the older guys out, and we'll bring you guys on halfway through the cruise. Well, it ended pretty quick, like 5-6 months in. Well, technically it didn't end. They thought it ended, right? Mission success. Anyway, they came home. Didn't get to deploy for OIF, which sucked. But this is the most firepower in the Middle East since 2003. What's missing and puts a smile on my face? Ground troops. Ain't no Marines or 101st Airborne or 82nd or anything. No boots on the ground, man. So why am I rambling about this? We got long Raytheon. We got long volatility, the VIX, and we put looked at a bearish double vertical on the S&P 500. Sounds like the president's going to punch to get their attention, and if they don't wake up, he's going to hit them with a right hook. The State of the Union is next week. So he's either going to do it before and use the State of the Union as a here's why I'm doing it, or he's going to do the State of the Union, say here's why I am going to do it. But he already said yesterday, folks, in the next 10 days. When Trump gives a date, listen to it. Operation Midnight Hammer happened when? Day 91. He gave the mullahs, you have 90 days. Day 91, he hit them. So when the president says 10 days, I'm going to listen to him. So we have that on our radar right now. The Fed minutes this week, no rate cuts. Little appetite for rate cuts. And folks, the Fed minutes came out with little appetite for rate cuts, and they didn't know we were going to get great jobs numbers last week and good inflation numbers. Oh, hell no for rate cuts. Matter of fact, folks, between us ladies, guess what I took from these minutes? They might even hike this year. Whoa, rate hikes? You heard it. And then I didn't even get a chance to pull up an article on this. Oh, the psychedelics, man. Compass this week. You're welcome. I better get a good Kwanzaa, winter solstice, Christmas, Hanukkah present from many of you folks. Did you get into Compass when I told you to, man? I woke up, it was up 40, 50%, pulled back a little bit. The next day it was up 15%. It is holding at 8. You're welcome. This is a gift down here. Sell the wife and kids, mortgage to the house, buy Compass. Atai is next, then Definium, the old mind med. Anyway, I didn't even have time to pull up the Trump tariff thing. If you didn't watch the press conference, classic Trump. And here's why the market, let me pull up the S&P 500, kind of doesn't really care. The market only cares when it cares. That's a good wizism here. I mean, look, there's the initial, hey, they overruled his tariffs. And then the market's like, okay, it doesn't matter. Here's why it doesn't matter. If you listened to President Trump, I do. If you listened to Secretary Treasury Bessent, they've been telling you for the past 6-12 months, like, even if it's overruled, I'll change the word from tariff and it'll be this fee or like, so it doesn't matter. And that's why I sat here eating some popcorn watching this press conference. It's classic Trump. He's like, these idiots, except Kavanaugh. Love Kavanaugh. He's my boy. It was great. Love him. 6-3 decision. But Trump's right in a lot of it, man. It was a semantics thing. He's like, what do you think? I'm stupid? He just loved the word tariff, like he says China. Tariff. Tariffs are a beautiful thing. Don't call it a tariff. He's going to hit everybody that he hit with, I don't even know what he calls it or whatever. So Secretary Bessent's a smart dude. Hedge fund manager, Wall Street guy. He just smiled for the past couple of months. What are you going to do if Supreme Court overrules it? He's like, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We got a clean piece of paper and we call it these things instead of tariff. That's all that happened today, folks. So that's why you see the market, go up. It was a heart rate monitor today. If you were doing snipers, you could have really printed some money. I sat here working on my Sacred Warrior Fellowship site and doing a bunch of foundation. Fridays are for my foundation. So I shot that sniper at the open, got made $1,800. I'm like, all right, I'm done with that. I sat here doing some booger eating with all of our foundations trying to raise money. And that's when I'm like, you know what, let's do 5. I know Debbie was asking last week, and we're hooking her up. And just, fictional Debbie. Now, let me just show you real quick. We just sent her the link. Where is it? So right here. So Debbie is, right there. So we're crediting her for her thing. So Debbie Wessler, welcome aboard. And now you can see this was 2 hours ago. So only 4. We're only going to do 4 lifetime memberships. She's donating to Sacred Warrior Fellowship, which is awesome. I'm so excited for that, Debbie, and I'm excited to have you as a lifetime member. So only 4 lifetime memberships left at the old rate. It's going up, man. We haven't raised prices in a long time. Go.topgunoptions.com/max afterburner. Did you get your Raytheon on this week? Ladies and gentlemen, historically, when any of this, look at that chart. One beautiful chart. Excuse me, when Raytheon, when we get ready to strike or do this or whatever, Raytheon rips, folks. Where's this article right here? Spot the odd one out. U.S. defense spending by president. $1.5 trillion. Donald Trump. Folks, look at his first one. Then Bush. Bush, obviously, then Obama, then Trump, and then boom. So this is free money. I did a burner trade this week. If you remember, go look at it. And it's already looking pretty good. My synthetic stock on Raytheon year to date's up 67% already. Raytheon is a gift that keeps on giving. Get long volatility. We bought some VIX calls, and then we got long Raytheon with a burner trade that we call it. We also looked at potentially getting bearish on the S&P 500. If we go into Iran, not into like boots on the ground, but you know what I'm getting at, it will definitely be longer and more drawn out. I guarantee you. I don't know if the market's going to like that. Might not. Oil's already spiking a little bit. Seen it pull back just a hair, but we could see oil spike. We could see volatility spike. We could see the market pull back. I told you the other day, look, we have a MACD getting ready to kiss down here, and we failed. Each one of these dips has been a buy the dip and then a rip after it. These were deep and up and deep and fail. You see these up periscopes? We've hit this, 20-day and 50 moving average, and we failed. And they're kissing up here. That's a MACD getting ready to cross down here. Remember, the MACD is a lagging indicator, but up here, folks, this could fail and roll over hard. The VIX calls will print money, and our bearish S&P 500 will print money. We're having a blast here, folks. I've proven clearly I'm doing a hell of a lot more. I'm living up to my New Year's resolution. I said I'm going to do more content, a little more free content. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll do some shorts every once in a while. I actually enjoy this now. I forgot how much I enjoy this. Got lazy. I was focusing on my current members. But make sure you're subscribed, obviously, to the Top Gun Options YouTube channel. Hey, do me a favor. Also go over, this one dropped yesterday, Thursday, the Sacred Warrior Path. So if you're interested in some of the missions that we do, this podcast tells you what Sacred Warrior Fellowship is not. You've probably heard me talk a bit about what our fellowship is and what we do. This is what we don't do. And make sure you either watch this on the No Fallen Heroes YouTube channel or go over to Spotify or Apple Podcast and listen to episode 145, The Sacred Warrior Path from Breaking Point to Communion with God. Gotta go. Gotta watch the men's hockey, going for the gold. Have a great rest of your day. Fights on. Namaste and Basi Basi. Wiz Out.